they want us to evaluate. So how do we evaluate this expression? Very simple. You get the expression the way it looks. This is what we have without making any mistake. So now we say if you have a constant, so this is a constant 1. We want to integrate the constant. We get that constant, multiply it by the variable which is here. So 1 times x, it's just x. Or just put x where that variable is. If it's 2 here, it will be 2x. Since it's 1, it's just x. We go to the next one. Check the power. What power is here? It's power 1. So you say 1 plus 1 is 2 over 2. The next one here, 3. Also, we check the power. It's power 2 here. So it's 2 plus 1, which is 3. You always add a 1 over 3 here. We even put now the limits. We have 1 and negative 1 here. So once we do so, our next move here will be now to clean up. We clean up 2 into 2, 1 into 4, it's 2. So I have 2x squared plus this 3 into 3, 1 into 3, 1. We remain with the x power 3. We don't forget our limits. The numbers, these numbers here, we put them here. So what these numbers mean, we start with the first one. We replace x with this 1. So meaning we'll be putting x where, we'll be putting this 1 where x is. It's our upper limit. So this is how it will look like. Minus the lower limit. The same thing, we were putting 1. We now start putting the negative 1. So here we have negative 1 minus 2, negative 1 power 2 there, plus negative 1 power 3. We work out things here. We have 1 minus 2 plus 1. So here it's what we have here minus what we have right here. So here it is negative 1 minus 2 minus 1. Because if we say negative 1 squared is negative 1. So 1 times negative 2, it's negative 2. Okay? And here negative 1 power 3, it's just negative 1. So we can clean up things here. We have 0 inside here minus. Here we have negative 4. Okay? Because if we say negative 2 minus 1, it's negative 4. Our final answer will be negative 1 times, negative times negative 4. It's positive 4. This is our answer. Okay, we go to the next question. So our next question here, we need to gather data. They're saying a certain secondary school, all the learners in grade 12 take at least one of the following options or optional subjects. There is French. So let me write here. There is French, home economics, represented by H, E. There is also geography, represented by G. Okay? 20 learners take French only. This is very important, only. So here we say 20 only. Okay? The next will be 25 learners take home economics only. So write 25 here only. The next will be 22 learners take geography only. So here we are writing 22. Okay? The next thing here is now to those who are, we go to those who are taking two options. So the questions or the statement further reads, furthermore, 9 learners take French and geography. So two things, French and geography. We have 9 learners. 12 learners take French and what? And home economics, HE. So here it's 12 learners. 15 learners take geography, okay, G, and home economics. So here it's 15. And 4 learners take all the 3 subjects. So all the 3 subjects we can write here. We can say French, geography, HE. It's 4 learners. So our first question says, illustrate this information in a Venn diagram. So how do we put this information in our Venn diagram? So we can draw our Venn diagram. Just like that. And we say this is the F, stand for French. This is HE. This is the this is geography. So what we normally do here, we start from the intersection of all the sets. So where is the intersection of all the sets? It's here. What number are we supposed to put here? It's a 4. Okay? Because all the students, 4 students, these 4 students did all the subjects or took all the subjects. So now we now go to the intersection of 2 subjects. So intersection of 2 subjects, it's here. We started with 3, we go to 2. So we go to French and geography. So French and geography, they are saying it's what? It's 9. We cannot write 9 here. No, we are supposed to write 5. And where did this 5 come from? It's the addition, it's a subtraction of this 4 from 9. Or in other ways, you say the number that you're supposed to put here, when you add it with the number which is here, supposed to give you 9. This applies to the intersection of French with HE. They have said it's 12. French and HE, it's 12. So we say 8 here, because if you say 8 plus 4, it will give you 12. Even here, we say 11. 11 plus 4, it will give you 15. So we are done there. For French, here, they said only. They just said only. If they said French, it could have been a different method. But now they have put the statement only, meaning these people did not do any other subject apart from French. So here we write French. Here we write, we write 20, 25 for HE, 20 for French. Here we write 22 for geography. So we have answered without forgetting to write our E, universal. Okay, no student did nothing. All the students did at least one subject. If there was a student who did not do any of these subjects, we would have written the number outside the circles or outside the sets. So we go to the next question. We have answered 1. We go to 2. They are saying how many grade 12 learners are at this school. So how do we find the total number of students which are at this school? You need to add. So it will just be 20 plus 8 plus 4 plus 5 plus 25 plus, let me write here, plus 11 plus 22. And your answer will be equal to 95 when you add all these. You must be very careful when adding. Don't repeat the number. Okay, for example, this 5 is found in G and F. Don't count it twice. You count it once. Okay, so you just add all the numbers. So this is the number of students who were in this school. Let's check the next question. How many grade 12 learners take home economics and geography, but not French? So the Venn diagram is very important. So you go to the Venn diagram. They are saying those who took HE and geography, not French. So meaning not French, all these are not going to be included. You just get 25 plus 11 plus 22, which is equal to 58. Yeah, 58. So our answer is 58. This is 1. This is 2. B. We go to the next question. How many grade 12 learners take 2 options or 2 optional subjects only? 2 optional subjects only. So 2 optional subjects. This is the number 3. So for 2 optional, it's just 5 plus 8 plus 11. Okay, this 5 is for G and F. 8 is just for H and F. 11 is for G and D and H, E. Okay, so we just add those, and what are we getting? We are getting 2 So here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 4, okay, 24. So we are getting a 24. So kindly confirm if you have a calculator with you, you add, it's giving us a 24. Let's go to the next question. Question 3a. The question reads, the second and the fifth terms of a geometric progression are 16 and 2 respectively. Find the common ratio and the first term. So here we will first gather our data. So they have said the second term is 16. The fifth term is 2. We write our formula for finding the nth term. So nth is equal to a r power n minus 1. This is very important. So here on nth, we put 16 is equal to a r. We are finding a and r. On n, we are going to put a 2 minus 1. This n is the position, so second position. So we work out or we simplify, we have this. So this is our first equation. We call it equation 1. The next one, we write 2, okay, like we wrote 16, we write 2 is equal to, we put 2 here, is equal to a r power 5 minus 1. So this 5 is coming from this one. We also simplify. We have something like this. So we call this as our equation 2. So now, from the equation 1, because equation 1 looks easier to work with, we can get r, divide it to both sides, and we remain with a. So say a is equal to 16 over r. We have divided r here and r here. So this is what we will remain with. So now we can get this a, put it where a is here. So we say a2 is equal to 16 over r. We've replaced here, multiplied by r power 4. So this r will cancel. Into this, it's r power 3. So we can solve for r. We have 2 is equal to 16 r power 3. 16 times r power 3. We divide by 16 by 16. This 16 and this will go, will remain with the r power 3. This side 1 into 1, I mean into 2, 1 into 16, 8. So we have 1 over 8. We find the cube root. Our answer will be r is equal to 1 over 2. So we found our r to be equal to 1 over 2. Since our r here is 1 over 2, and we want to find a, we replace this r with 1 over 2 here. So we say over 16 over 1 over 2. So this, since it's the division of a fraction here, will just be something like this, of which our A will be 32. So our A is 32. We go to the next question. The next question, they want us to find the sum of, to find the 12th term. So for the 12th term, we use the same formula for finding the term. Okay, so we write 12th, because this is what we are looking for, is equal to our A, we found 32. Our R was 1 over 2. Here we put 12 minus 1. We can work out things. We have 32. We have 11. So now 1 to the power 11 is 11. 2 to the power 11, you punch on your calculator, you are getting 2048. Okay, you just say 2 times 2, 11 times. Let me try on my calculator. Yes, so this is what we are getting. So we can multiply 32 by 1 is 32 over 2048 or 2048. To finish this up, because we can't leave it like this, we can say 32 into 2048. It's 64. So here we remain with 1. Here 64. If you want, you can leave your answer like this, or if you want, you can put it in decimal form. So it will be 0.015625. If you want, you can leave it like this. It's all fine. Next question. The sum of the first 10 terms. So they want us to find the sum of the first 10 terms. So the formula for finding sum is right here. This is the formula. So we say sum of 12 terms is equal to, our A is 32. We found 32 to be our A on the first question. Our R was 1 over 2. Our N here it's 10 terms. It's 10. Our N is 10 over 1 minus 1 over 2. So we have 32 here, 1 minus 1 over, let me see what we get. So I'm getting 1, 0, 2, 4. When we say 2 to the power 10. Over here we are getting 2 minus 1 over 2. Here 2 as a common denominator, so 1 into 2, it's 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is this 2 minus this 1. So here we work out things. We have 32 here multiplied by 10, 24 here minus 1 over this, okay, over 1 over 2. If you work out things here, we'll get 1 over 2. Next will be to work out here on top. We have 32. Inside the brackets we have 1, 0, 2, 3. Because we say minus 1, we get this value over this. And down here, we have 1 over 2. So we can work out things on top there. Or this is the same as 32. Here it's times what is inside the brackets times 2. Okay? This fraction here will change to multiplication, so it's times 2. So we can say 32 times 1023 times 2. We're getting 65,472 over 1024. And our final answer here will be equal to 63.9375. Writing this in 3 significant figures, it will just be like this, or like this. You can leave it your answer here or right here, it's fine.